thanks for meeting me today. Thanks. Hope you don't mind me visiting your house.
No, that's okay.
So I got your stress checklist back, and I think you're having a little bit of a problem with the new program, because the last one went so well. I think we kind of were basing our hopes that the new
I'm used
one
to
would
working with children, so it's just a bit of a change, sort of more focusing on adjusting to adult clients rather than the children.
All right. So that you think that's the main thing, or perhaps that they're not picking up so well?
Well, children sort of follow along so sort of easily, whereas adults are, you know, sometimes set in their ways and they fall on habits rather than listening to advice. And
So with your program, you're going to the community and teaching them telling them about the bad points of smoking.
Yes.
And then you mentioned that they're going outside and they're just smoking up, lighting up again.
Yes.
But do you think within that group there are actually people that would like to stop smoking and can understand the benefits of stopping smoking, but they're a little bit pressured by peer pressure? It's always been done this way, you know.
Yes.
And they're a bit half mind to stop.
I would agree with that for sure. Like habitual smoking obviously is quite high, and because it's sort of such a community, it's everybody's doing it, this one's doing it, and like you don't want to be seen as the one, you gave up type of thing. But I do feel that there are some people that may be interested in, you know, with a little bit of extra, I don't know, guidance or assistance maybe.
So with what you're doing, do you still feel as if you are participating or giving the community good advice? What you're doing is beneficial?
I think maybe I'll try and figure out maybe a different way of putting it. You know, like sometimes they join in the activity, so maybe promote the things that are going down well. You know, try to sort of promote that side of things, and then therefore like it might take the light, and then we can brush up on the subject a bit later on, maybe as an idea.
So as a program, that seems to be going good. What about the work side of things? How are you finding that? Like, are you finding there's too much paperwork, time pressured, people you can't consult with? I've got your workplace stress checklist here. So we just run through this and see how we go.
Yeah.
So in regards to time pressure, you feel sometimes there's some time pressure there. Yeah. Well, I think that's fairly normal though. I think we all feel pressured at times. It says here that you often consult other staff about certain tasks and that, so you feel that's all right?
Yeah.
Right.
I feel that if I can help, I will.
Okay, and you're fairly clear about what your duties and responsibilities are?
Yes.
Right. Here you wrote, I'm almost never able to control the way I work. Would that be because you just feel that it's not going the way that you had expected it to?
Like on a lot of occasions, yes. Like, you know, when you sort of plan or you sort of prepare yourself for a certain outcome, and when it doesn't go that way, it's a little like you've got to readjust. So sometimes it is hard.
Do you take that as an overall picture, like today out of 100, out of 10, today was a 2? It just didn't go to plan, and are you using it as a whole, or just perhaps if we break it down and just decide on one goal, like today you're going to ask them a question, and if you get 3 people raising their hands and 3 people answering, or 3 people being honest, let's set that as a goal. Do you think
I might break it down? Yeah. I'll try that.
All right.
And see how we go with that, rather than it might be a better way to deal with it.
All right. The next one says, you're seldom able to control your anger and irritations. I guess that would be related to the fact that people don't.
Sometimes you do feel like you're sort of falling on deaf ears. Excuse the pun, but yeah, sometimes it's like you're not being heard.
All right.
So
if going back to the one before, if we break it down to just one goal, and go from there,
it's worth a shot. Like I think anything like that's worth a shot anyway.
Okay. The next one, I'm pleased you ticked number 4. My supervisor encourages me to be at work. Thank you very much. I would have been stuck if you said no, never, almost never. That would have been fun. You're fairly confident when you handle your personal problems. That's all right. Not interfering with your work or anything.
Sometimes I don't sleep so great, or like sometimes it's just hard. But then other times I fall asleep so quickly. It's I was just trying to deal with that. But yes, usually other things, yes. But when I'm not having a good day, it's.
Okay. And it says here you feel fairly upset at work. That could be because the goal's so big that you've set yourself. Whereas with children you can see instantaneous results.
Yes.
But with adults it's a little different.
It is a little harder, yes.
Yeah. So we'll just go back to breaking down the goal. We'll just see how that goes.
Yeah.
As long as it's not going to be instantaneous, it's going to take a long time. So just persevere with it.
Yeah.
If we didn't think the course was working, the program was working, you wouldn't be doing it. So it's obviously working.
Yep.
It says here your work interferes with your family and social obligations or personal needs. Now the course is run during working hours. So does this mean that there's too much, perhaps paperwork or that involved? Is that what you mean?
Yes, I mean sometimes it is. It's hard to sort of balance the both, especially when you do your paperwork after the session's run. So it's I guess it's trying to balance that out. Maybe immediately do it straight after rather than then come home and then do it.
Well, you shouldn't be doing it at home anyway. If you do the program and then it finishes when your working hours finish, then do it the next day at work. Don't take it home. But if your workload's still too much, let me know and we'll try and sort something out. All right?
Okay. Yep.
And maybe we can go through how you're approaching the paperwork side of things.
All right. Yep. That sounds good.
And then it says here you feel nervous and stressed fairly often, and I would assume that's just because, as we said before, the goals you've set too high goals maybe. So just break them down, make them easy.
I think that sounds like a plan.
Okay. Good. Is there anything else you'd like to talk to me about? No, that's all.
I mean, I guess I'm just thinking, does this sound like it's just me, or other people
it's
have
common.
similar? As long as I don't feel like it's just me, I guess it's good to know that I'm not the only one.
Okay, thanks. Stop.